Hello everyone, my name is Tom Walter and I'm the Director of Sport at Queen's College. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm here to talk to you today about the sport that we offer at the college, but I'm hoping that by the end of this presentation you'll be quite excited about joining us and taking part in the sports programme that we offer. So a good place to start is with our overall sporting vision. We want students to be leaving the school with a lifelong love of physical activity. In order to achieve that, we've created a programme that is based around enjoyable sessions that allow them to develop fundamental skills and movements. We also encourage them to experience a lot of success early on in sport, so it develops their confidence. And we offer them a wide range of sports so that every student can find their niche or the particular sport that they enjoy. In order to achieve this, we make sure the students have got regular access to sport, and there's barely a day that goes by where there's not sport of some sort happening at the college. So per pupil in senior school, there'll be 2 one-hour physical education sessions per week. These sessions will be based around practical and also some of the sports science theory behind sport in general. The practical sessions themselves will be a wide range of sports on offer, and we'll have a look at those in just a second. There's also, to supplement this, a co-curricular programme which allows the students to pursue their favoured sports at least twice a week. Now this might be the college's main sports, or it might be some of the other sports that we have on offer as well. So the students do get a little bit of flexibility in what they choose to pursue. In every age group, we try to make sure that there are multiple teams competing and having access to fixtures so that students can develop those really important skills in things like teamwork and communication. These fixtures happen regularly on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and if there's no fixtures in particular happening, then we will try to run some sort of house competition. Saturdays on the school site are brilliant. Obviously, at the moment, it's a bit more difficult, but Saturdays generally there'll be a real atmosphere around the site, lots of fixtures happening in the afternoon, lots of students out representing the school. Further on down the line, we also offer GCSE PE, A-level and BTEC sport. So in terms of the main sports on offer at the college, you can see on the left-hand side here, generally in the winter term, the boys will play rugby, football or cricket, whilst the girls are involved in hockey or cricket. The cricket obviously is in the indoor nets in our sports hall. In the spring term, we'll switch to hockey, cricket and swimming for the boys, with netball, cricket and swimming for the girls. And in the summer term, which is always a very busy term for sport, we'll have cricket, athletics, tennis and swimming happening for both the boys and girls. In terms of the other sports on offer at the college, you can see on the left-hand side, I won't go through the whole list, but just have a quick look through and get a general idea. There's a wide range of sports, and what we hope is that every student will find something that suits them, whether it's a team sport or an individual sport. And we've had students go on to represent both the college and perhaps even the nation in some of these sports. The reason we can offer all these sports is because we've got brilliant facilities, and hopefully the picture on the right-hand side will show you just how great they are. So we've got 2 full-sized floodlit AstroTurf pitches for hockey or tennis. There's also the 5-a-side AstroTurf pitch there that you can see for football. Just behind those, we've got the sports hall with the indoor gym and the cardio room. There's also the full-size sports hall where things such as basketball, badminton, and our cricket nets will happen. Just next to the sports hall, we've also got our swimming pool, which is indoor, and we use that all year round. There's the first 11 cricket pitch, which you can see in the picture looks stunning. It's also used sometimes by the county teams due to the quality of the pitch. And we also have the pavilion just behind that. In total, there's 15 tennis courts when all the nets are up, and also 4 netball courts. We have 2 football pitches, 6 rugby pitches, a grass athletics track, athletics cages to suit all of the disciplines such as hammer or discus, and we also have the long jump pit. Alongside that, we also have a very well looked after croquet lawn. So to give you a bit more of an insight into the facilities, I'd just like to show you a few pictures. So here's our sports hall. You can see the cricket nets in the background there. Multiple markings on the sports hall floor where we can use it for sports such as basketball and badminton that you can see in the picture. This is our cardio suite, which is fully equipped. We also have a weights gym, which is attached to this. There's the indoor swimming pool, and in the picture we're just playing a bit of canoe polo. It's a lovely shot of our cricket square with the pavilion in the background. A lovely shot of our first 11 rugby pitch, which is obviously very well looked after. And one of our AstroTurf pitches. Obviously, hockey is a very big sport at the school, and being able to play on a surface such as this obviously helps us develop that program. So alongside all of those excellent facilities, we've also got a really talented coaching team. Most of the coaches here will have played to a high standard themselves and have since gone on to get some very, very high level qualifications in order to deliver the best possible program that we can to the students. Some of these coaches are still involved in playing high level sport as well. If we feel we can't offer the level of coaching required for some of these sports, we recruit some external coaches to help improve the delivery. These coaches will work alongside the heads of sport in order to make sure that the program we're delivering is as effective as possible. And they also help us just to develop some links with the local clubs and perhaps the county pathways as well. Something to consider as you move through the school is perhaps the sports scholarship. So these are generally for our more able sportsmen and women. Sports scholars will have access to a sports scholarship program, which gives them additional coaching. So that could be in their preferred sport in small groups or perhaps even one-to-one. They also have access to a strength and conditioning program, which will aim to develop their movement and increase their injury prevention. They'll also have seminars with both current or ex-professional athletes, and I'll talk about those in a little bit more detail. And we will also talk to them about the wider areas surrounding sports, such as psychology and nutrition. Scholars are also assigned a mentor who will guide them through the school. So generally that will be a mentor from their sport of choice, and they will give them additional advice and training just to help ensure that that athlete really does achieve their maximum potential. As the students get older, we will also offer them the opportunity to be a mentor to the younger athletes. We find the younger athletes often look up to the older students, perhaps even more so than the teachers and the coaches. So we find this program is really, really effective. So some recent guest speakers that we've had at the college, this has been during lockdown. So Danny Wyatt, so England women's cricketer, one of the best women's batsmen in the world. She talked to the students about the development of women's sport. We've also had Lee Morton, who is a current GB hockey player. So he talked to the students about his pathway to elite level hockey. And we also have Lloyd Wallace, who we're welcoming in next week. And he's a GB freestyle skier. He's going to be talking to the students about injuries and recovery from injury. I'm sure it's no surprise looking at what he's doing in the picture that he has suffered the odd injury or two. We're really proud of all of our students at Queen's, whether they represent the school in a C team on a Saturday or whether they go on to achieve national representation. And just to give you an idea of the quality of sport that we can offer at Queen's, here is a list of our nationally achieving athletes over the last 5 years. So on the right-hand side, we can see Ben Jones. He went on to represent GB in triathlon. Rebecca Wild, very talented swimmer, but decided to pursue rowing and is currently involved in the GB program. We may well see her at the Olympics. Ben Stevenson, very talented hockey player who's represented England throughout the age groups. And just below, we've got Jasmine, who represented England in youth polo. So the range of sports on offer at Queen's is obviously pretty extensive. So just to wrap everything up, why come to Queen's from a sporting perspective? Well, it's an integral part of the school, and every student will have access to sport and a wide variety of sport, which will hopefully help them find their particular niche on the way to achieving their own personal best. We also have a team of highly qualified coaches who deliver really fun, structured sessions. Additional support is available to high-performing athletes, whether that's through our sports scholarship program or perhaps putting them in touch with local clubs or the county pathways. And we have regular fixtures happening both locally against other schools and also nationally. And that'll be perhaps through the National Cup competitions. And you can see in the picture below the senior girls at the National Hockey Finals just last year. So it's been fantastic to be able to talk to you about the sport at Queen's, and hopefully I've managed to answer a lot of your questions. If not, I will be available in the Q&A session at the end of the event. Thank you.